सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Namaste and welcome to all dear stakeholders of this gala event. The conference proceedings commence with solemn prayer, invoking divine wisdom, clarity of thought, and collective harmony. Rooted in Bharatiya tradition, the prayer symbolizes the Gurukul ethos where learning begins with humility, gratitude, and reverence for knowledge as a sacred pursuit. It sets the spiritual and ethical tone for 2 days of intellectual deliberations, reminding participants that education is not merely skill education or skill acquisition, but a journey towards higher consciousness and social responsibility at a time. This conference is part of Vedant's continuing international academic series dedicated to the mission of Viksit Bharat, reimagining education through the lenses of Indian knowledge systems, national priorities, and global engagement. Each edition in this series has acted as a platform for dialogue between tradition and modernity, bringing together scholars, educators, policymakers, and practitioners committed to shaping India's educational future. The present conference deepens this journey by focusing on higher education restructuring as a civilizational responsibility. The fourth International Virtual Multidisciplinary Conference on From Gurukul to Global, Paving Path to Viksit Bharat at 2047, Restructuring Higher Education with Indic Priorities, reflects India's evolving educational consciousness. This event is scheduled on 27th and 28th December of 2025. The conference situates higher education at the heart of nation building. It seeks to harmonize NEP 2020 reforms, Indic pedagogical wisdom, technological innovation, and global academic practices to nurture learners who are rooted in Bharatiya values and prepared for global leadership. Let us witness well wishes, blessings, messages received from various dignitaries. Video presentation showcases goodwill messages, blessings, and wishes received from Indian leaders and think tanks. These messages reflect collective faith in Vedant's national mission and reaffirm the shared commitment toward educational transformation, national development, and realization of Viksit Bharat by 2047. What is Vedant's mission? Vedant stands as an academic and intellectual movement committed to integrating Indian knowledge systems with contemporary education, research, and innovation. Its mission is to dig deeper and churn out the best possible researches in various domains to democratize quality knowledge, promote ethical scholarship, encourage interdisciplinary research, and align education with national priorities such as NEP 2020, Sustainable Development Goals, and Vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047. Vedant envisions education as seva, a service to society where scholarship contributes meaningfully to nation building rather than remaining confined to academic silos. Researchers and learners are invited to come forward with their researches in various domains, contributing to the research ecosystem of India and carry forward the legacy of Indic knowledge in coming times. Participants are invited to contribute Vedant's mission through research collaboration, knowledge dissemination, mentorship, policy dialogue, and community engagement. Scholars can align their research with Indic frameworks, educators can adopt value-based pedagogies, and institutions can partner in conferences, journals, and outreach initiatives. Vedant encourages every academic contribution, however small, to be seen as a step toward collective national progress. Team Vedant extends a warm and respectful welcome to all guests, dignitaries, speakers, session chair experts, researchers, participants, and media representatives. Their presence enriches the conference with diverse perspectives and shared wisdom, transforming this academic gathering into a confluence of ideas dedicated to shaping India's educational destiny. It is my indeed honor to introduce our Chief Patron, Mahamahim Acharya Devvrat ji, Honourable Governor of Gujarat and Maharashtra. Honourable Mahamahim is a distinguished educationist, principled administrator, and lifelong advocate of Indian values. He represents a rare synthesis of governance, education, and cultural consciousness. Born in Haryana, Acharya Devvrat ji dedicated over 3 decades to education before assuming constitutional responsibilities. He served as a principal of Gurukul Kurukshetra for more than 34 years, where he championed discipline, character formation, and the Gurukul ethos of holistic education. As governor, he is the chancellor of all state universities of Gujarat and Maharashtra, where he actively works to integrate Indian knowledge systems, ethical education, and academic excellence within modern university framework. His role as Chancellor reflects his deep commitment to reshaping higher education in alignment with Bharatiya traditions and national priorities. Acharya Devvrat ji is nationally recognized for his leadership in natural and cow-based farming, having inspired and supported over 5 lakh farmers in Gujarat to adopt sustainable agricultural practices. He has also been a strong proponent of social initiatives such as Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, de-addiction, environment conservation, water management, and tree plantations. Acharya ji is known for his discipline, simplicity, and hands-on approach. Acharya Devvrat ji exemplifies value-based constitutional leadership. His journey from Gurukul educator to the highest offices of public service stand as a living testament to the relevance of India's civilizational wisdom in contemporary governance. Let us listen to the Honourable Chief Patron and Honourable Governor of Gujarat and Maharashtra, Acharya Devvrat ji.
नमस्ते, वंदे मातरम। मैं इस चौथे अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बहुविषयक वर्चुअल सम्मेलन में from Gurukul to Global, Paving the Path to Viksit Bharat 2047, Restructuring Higher Education with Indic Priority विषय पर उपस्थित सभी प्रतिष्ठित एजुकेशनिस्ट, रिसर्चर्स, टीचर्स एंड पार्टिसिपेंट्स को हृदय से बधाई देता हूँ। राष्ट्र निर्माण के इस महान मिशन के लिए बुद्धिजीवियों के इतने बड़े समूह को सामूहिक रूप से काम करते हुए देखना वास्तव में मेरे लिए हर्ष और गर्व का विषय है। मैं इस पहल के लिए वेदांत नॉलेज सिस्टम प्राइवेट लिमिटेड की सराहना करता हूं। उनका यह प्रयास वर्ष 2047 तक एक विकसित भारत के निर्माण के लिए हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के दूरदर्शी दृष्टिकोण के साथ पूरी तरह से मेल खाता है। यह देखकर अत्यंत खुशी होती है कि वेदांत के निदेशक डॉक्टर अर्जुन दवे और CS राज सोनी जैसे युवा देश को पुनः विश्व गुरु बनाने की तीव्र इच्छा रखते हैं और जागरूकता बढ़ाने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध हैं। भारत हमेशा से ज्ञान की भूमि रहा है। दुनिया केवल धन और व्यापार के लिए ही नहीं है, बल्कि इससे भी महत्वपूर्ण बात यह है कि ज्ञान, मूल्यों और शिक्षा के लिए भी हमारी ओर देखती आई है। भारत की गुरुकुल परंपरा केवल सूचना देने की एक व्यवस्था नहीं थी, बल्कि यह जीवन की एक समग्र ट्रेनिंग थी। इसने चरित्र, अनुशासन, समाज और प्रकृति के प्रति जिम्मेदारी की भावनाओं को आकार दिया था। शिक्षा का उद्देश्य केवल रोजगार पाना नहीं था, बल्कि यह मानव निर्माण और राष्ट्र निर्माण था। हमारी भूमि के संतों, ऋषियों और आचार्यों ने हमें सिखाया कि सच्ची शिक्षा ज्ञान, कुशलता और संस्कार को एकीकृत करती है। जैसे जैसे हम विकसित भारत 2047 की ओर आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, हमें यह सुनिश्चित करना होगा कि यह प्राचीन सार आधुनिक नवाचारों के साथ सामंजस्यपूर्ण रूप से मिश्रित हो। अपनी विनम्र यात्रा में मैंने अपने जीवन का अधिकांश समय प्राकृतिक कृषि के लिए समर्पित किया है। यह सिर्फ एक कृषि तकनीक नहीं है, बल्कि यह प्रकृति के साथ तालमेल बैठाकर जीने का एक दर्शन है। यह मनुष्य और मिट्टी के बीच, मानव प्रगति और पारिस्थितिक संतुलन के बीच के अटूट बंधन को पुनर्जीवित करता है। आज दुनिया कई संकटों का सामना कर रही है, जिसमें पर्यावरणीय, नैतिक, सामाजिक और आध्यात्मिक मुद्दे शामिल हैं। इस परिदृश्य में भारतीय ज्ञान प्रणाली के पास विश्व को देने के लिए बहुत कुछ है, चाहे वह समग्र स्वास्थ्य के लिए योग हो, टिकाऊ चिकित्सा के लिए आयुर्वेद हो, शासन कला और अर्थशास्त्र के लिए चाणक्य का अर्थशास्त्र हो, फिर या एकता का उपदेश देने वाले ज्ञान का भंडार वेद और उपनिषद हो। हमारी यह विरासत सार्वभौमिक समाधान प्रदान करती है। हमें IKS को केवल गर्व के विषय के रूप में संरक्षित नहीं करना चाहिए, बल्कि हमें इसे दुनिया के सामने एक जीवंत, गतिशील और विश्व स्तर पर प्रासंगिक ज्ञान प्रणाली के रूप में प्रस्तुत करना चाहिए। इस सम्मेलन की थीम गुरुकुल से वैश्विक तक उस विजन को खूबसूरती से दर्शाती है। राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 ने पहले ही एक परिवर्तनकारी रोड मैप निर्धारित किया है। यह बहुविषयक शिक्षा मातृभाषा में शिक्षण और नैतिकता और रचनात्मकता पर जोर देने को प्रोत्साहित करता है। अब हमारे सामने यह कार्य है कि यह सुधार हर कक्षा, हर परिसर और हर सीखने वाले तक पहुंचे। आइए हम स्वामी विवेकानंद के शब्दों को याद करें। शिक्षा मनुष्य में पहले से ही परिपूर्णता की अभिव्यक्ति है। यदि हमारी शिक्षा उस सहज पूर्णता को सामने ला सकती है तो विकसित भारत एक सपना नहीं बल्कि एक नियति बन जाएगा। मैं यहाँ उपस्थित एजुकेशनिस्ट, स्कॉलर्स और इंस्टीट्यूशंस से अपील करता हूँ, आइए हम भारतीय लोकाचार पर आधारित एक ज्ञानवान समाज के निर्माण में हाथ मिलाएं। हम एक ऐसी पीढ़ी का पोषण करें जो न केवल कुशल और रोजगार योग्य हो बल्कि दयालु, साहसी और रचनात्मक भी हो। गुरुकुल से ग्लोबल तक की यात्रा हमारे अतीत को त्यागने के बारे में नहीं है बल्कि हमारी सभ्यता के प्रकाश को भविष्य में ले जाने के बारे में दिशा देती है। दुनिया को हमने दिखाना है कि भारत का विकास मॉडल समावेशी, टिकाऊ और गहराई से मानवीय है। अपनी बात को विराम देते हुए मैं इस बात पर जोर देना चाहता हूं कि विकसित भारत 2047 का सपना केवल सरकार की जिम्मेदारी नहीं है, एक पवित्र प्रयास जिसमें हर शिक्षक, हर शोधकर्ता, हर किसान, हर युवा, प्रत्येक नागरिक को योगदान देना ही चाहिए। मैं इस सम्मेलन को, वेदांत नॉलेज सिस्टम्स को इस नेक प्रयास के लिए बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। आपके विचार विमर्श विचारों को प्रज्वलित करें, कार्रवाई को प्रेरित करें और एक ऐसे भारत के निर्माण में आत्मविश्वास पैदा करें जो दुनिया को ज्ञान और करुणा के साथ दिशा दे सके। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद। वंदे मातरम।
The address by Honourable Governor Sir presented reflections on education, culture, youth empowerment and national development. The message underscores the role of value-based education, ethical leadership and institutional responsibility in realizing the vision of developed India by 2047. The Vedant Knowledge Systems Private Limited formally expresses its deep gratitude towards the Honourable Governor Sir for gracious presence, guidance and all encouragements. The association of such high constitutional dignity strengthens the conference vision and inspires all stakeholders to work with renewed commitment toward educational excellence and national progress. Thank you very much, Mahamahim, for all the blessings, love and wonderful talk. Thank you. Dear friends, now I would like to take the opportunity to introduce President of the event, Pujya Swami Parmatmanand Saraswati ji, seeking his best blessings and guidance. Pujya Swamiji, a revered spiritual leader, distinguished Vedanta scholar and a senior disciple of His Holiness Swami Dayanand Saraswati. With over 4 decades of dedicated teaching, Pujya Swamiji has profoundly influenced spiritual, educational and social thought in India and across the globe. Deeply rooted in Vedanta, Swamiji's discourses are known for remarkable clarity, intellectual depth, and contemporary relevance. His unique ability to harmonize the timeless vision of Shastras with realities of modern life makes his teachings accessible to students, professionals, policymakers, and seekers alike. His talks are systematic, rational, lucid, and enriched with practical illustrations drawn from everyday life. Pujya Parmatmanand Swamiji's contribution extends far beyond spiritual instructions. He has designed and led structured program on Vedanta, implementing Vedanta in one's lives, emotional intelligence, Indian culture and values for teachers, leadership for government officers and corporate professionals, along with extensive national and international organizational and social initiatives. He serves as the founder chairman of Arsha Vidyamandir Rajkot, Vadodara, is president of Shivananda Ashram, Ahmedabad, and convener as well as general secretary of the Hindu Dharma Acharya Sabha, Bharatvarsh. He has also been a member of several prestigious national committees, including those chaired by Honourable Prime Minister of India for Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Pujya Swamiji has played a leading role in historic national initiatives such as declaration of the International Day of Yoga, the protection of Ram Setu, and the establishment of 108-foot statue of Adi Sankaracharya at Omkareshwar. He continues to lead the movement for freeing temples and religious institutions from state control. A globally respected voice, Pujya Swamiji has addressed eminent forums including the United Nations in Geneva, the British Parliament, International Interfaith Dialogues, G8 Summit, and cultural conferences across Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. Let us request Pujya Swamiji to share his blessings and thoughts with all of us. Pujya Swamiji.
So many civilizations came up and quite a few were lost also, and quite a few are surviving. And according to those civilizational growth, the culture also evolved. Similarly, our Hindu culture also evolved in India for millennia. But there is a unique difference between Hindu culture and other cultures. When I say culture, it primarily means way you dress up, what you eat, way your prayers, intrapersonal relationships, dance, music, aesthetic, joys, etc. We have also these cultural forms, but it is different in a sense that quite a few of the cultures are evolved because of the geographical surroundings, or it evolved just without any specific reason or specific objective, like those dances in American culture or the dresses of Middle East people. But the uniqueness of our Indian culture is, it is purely a religious culture. All the forms are connected to the vision of Hindu Dharma. They are indirectly connected. And in other words, all the cultural forms are meant for evolution of the human being. And therefore it is religious. Like our dance, our music is purely religious. Whatever the form may be, Kathakali or Kuchipudi or Bharatnatyam or Odissi or whatever, they are religious dances. Our music also, ragas, involve some bhajans in it. Fact that we are vegetarian, it is not like the concept of vegan, it is a religious thing. Himsam na kuryat, that's a Veda Vakya. Fact that we dress up this way, our prayers, our attitude towards the entire world is of something of reverence. It is Pujya. We never looked upon the world as a Bhogya. Rivers were Pujya, animals were Pujya, everything is Pujya because our vision that Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam, That is what our ultimate vision is, to discover the divinity that manifests as the entire creation. Sarvam khalvidam brahmaneha nanasti kinchana. That is a fact. And this fact has to be discovered. It is in terms of discovery, in terms of knowledge. Since it's a fact, you have to know it. And when it is to be known, it requires certain psychological, cognitive preparedness. Every knowledge requires preparedness. And this knowledge required preparedness in terms of emotional maturity, in terms of cognitive maturity. What do you mean by emotional maturity? Emotional maturity is capacity to handle one's own emotions. That you have anger, that you have a desire, that you have a greed is common. But what makes a human being as a human being is one who is a master of his or her emotion. Bhagavan says in the Bhagavad Gita, Shaknoti yahivaya sodhum prak sharira vimokshana. Kama krodhodbhavam vegam sayuktasya sukhi naraha. One has to be a master of one's own emotions, not the slave. When we react to a given situation, we act instinctively in a given situation. This is animalistic behavior. What differentiates us from the animals is we are meant to be deliberate human beings. Bhagavan has given us free will. Bhagavan has given us the strength whereby I can control, regulate and master my emotions. And when you are a master, then only you are a human being. That gives you capacity to say no to yourself. And that gives you a capacity to say yes to yourself. Even if I don't feel like doing, I will do it. And even if I feel like doing, I can stop myself. That's emotional growth that is necessary. Cognitive growth is clarity in terms of what exactly do I want. Is it for the sake of money only I am running? Is it for the sake of pleasures only I am living? Or is it something that I want to discover fullness? I want to discover total happiness. That is a goal. And this emotive growth can take place when one lives a life of dharma. One lives a life of duty. One commits oneself to what is to be done. And he or she becomes a contributor. That is what was taught in our Gurukulas. Gurukulas, teachers empowered the student to develop certain degree of mastery over one's own mind. Even japa, puja, bhakti, yatra, everything is designed to develop that mastery, to gain certain emotive growth. Our Gurukulas taught us what should be done and what should not be done. All of you must be knowing this famous vakya, Satyam vada dharmam chara, swadhyaya anma pramadha, matrudevo bhava pitrudeva, ityadi vakyas are there. One has to have a fire in the belly that I shall never transgress. The Samanya Dharma in terms of values and Vishesh Dharma in terms of my duties, I will commit first to that. As they say nowadays, nation first. Yes, not only nation first, duty first, then my pleasures. So the Gurukula have the role. Modern system provides beautiful infrastructure to know various disciplines of knowledge which have been discovered in last few centuries. It's necessary, useful, especially for a student when he has to live independently and earn money. He or she must know this. But at the same time, one has to grow emotionally and cognitively. And that is what our Gurukula system taught us. And that is what the Hindu culture is. Whole culture is meant for that. To give you cognitive maturity and emotive maturity. In fact, if you look at your life from this, one can look at one's life this way. That good old Mahabharata battle is going on here daily. Yudhishthira stands for the forces which committed to righteousness, which were committed to what is proper, they were committed to Satya, etc. And Duryodhana was the forces or the type of the mind who was committed to fancies, who had no barrier living. And he himself says, Janami dharmam nachame pravruti. He knew what is right and wrong, but he could not commit himself to what is right. He could not withdraw himself from what is improper or wrong. Those are the forces. That Mahabharata is always there. An emotive faculty, instinctual faculty, or reactive faculty, namely emotions, tell me to do something. And my cognitions, my wisdom, my understanding, my knowledge, gathered from the parents, gathered from the culture, gathered from the elders, gathered from nowadays social media, tells me not to do. That Mahabharata goes on. The culture provides infrastructure. Our religion provides that infrastructure whereby one grows cognitively and he or she develops certain degree of mastery over one's own mind, one's own emotions, one's own reactions, one's own instinct, and the later on gains clarity about the goal of life. And therefore, I very strongly feel that we must adopt to our traditional Gurukula system. When we are talking of this knowledge system, this is what the knowledge system is. I fully understand and I fully congratulate all the educationists, all the research scholars who have done a lot of research whereby they have gained a degree of mastery over the nature. Our lives have become quite comfortable. But we have to gain mastery over our own mind. Concluding, I give one simple example. We had that Ravana. That Ravana had a mastery over all even the natural forces. But Devatas were his servants, Surya Devata, Vayu Devata, Agni, etc. But just because of lack of mastery over one's own mind, just because of lack of emotional growth, and cognitive growth, he lost what all he had, and not only he lost, thousands of his subjects lost their lives. And I feel this is the problem that modern society faces. Relatively, compared to 5-7 decades back and what is today, we don't have many issues of have-nots. Power supply, car, air conditioning, telephone is become things common, available to middle class, lower class, everybody. But all the problems are emotive problems, relative problems in terms of relationship problem. And that can be solved only if we have a structure to help our students, to help our generation next, how to develop that. And that structure is Hindu culture. That structure is Hindu Dharma. That structure is Hindu scriptures. That structure is Hindu history. Ramayana and Mahabharata are our histories. The reading of those stories, Valmiki Ramayana and Mahabharata, helps you to develop. I strongly wish that we must have a synthesis of both. Then only we will have a healthy society. And I appreciate and congratulate Vedanta for organizing such seminars, and also to you, all the professors who have found the time and to join it, educationists. May we all join hands together and create a healthy society while adopting our Indian cultural values and methodology of teaching and have a better world. India can become a Vishwa Guru only when India itself is healthy psychologically and cognitively. And world needs that health, and we can provide the health. My prayers for getting us that glory of Bharat Mata, that we are Vishwa Guru. With these prayers, I thank you, Vedanta Group, and my blessings to the whole team, and namaste to all of you.
The address by Swamiji offers profound insights into culture and education as a transformative force rooted in values, discipline and inner growth. Drawing from Indian wisdom and lived experience, the address bridges ancient knowledge traditions like Gurukul with contemporary societal needs prevailing in form of universities or higher education, inspiring participants to view education and culture as a path toward collective upliftment. The team Vedant conveys heartfelt gratitude towards the president of event, Pujya Parmatmanand Saraswati ji, for blessings, guidance and inspirational presence. The address serves as a moral compass for the conference, reminding scholars that intellectual pursuits must ultimately serve humanity. Thank you again, Swamiji. Friends, now it is time to announce the awards and felicitations. The awards and felicitations segment honors academicians, researchers and contributors whose work reflects excellence, innovation and commitment to nation building. These recognitions celebrate not only individual achievements but also collective dedication to advancing education aligned with Indic values and global standards. The awards are Best Paper Award, Vedant Nation Builder Award, Young Scientist Award, Research Ambassador Felicitation and Awards, Excellence in Research Awards. And the awardees are: the Research Ambassador Award goes to Dr. Dipali Baisi, an independent researcher from Gujarat. Many congratulations to Dr. Dipali. Excellence in Research Publications goes to Dr. Sheshang Digawala. He is from Sigma University, Vadodara, Gujarat. Many congratulations, Dr. Sheshang. The Young Scientist Award goes to Dr. Mohammad Basiruddin. He is from Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College, Wardha, Maharashtra. Many congratulations, Dr. Basiruddin. In the present conference, 3 best papers are identified and the Best Paper Awards goes to Professor Dr. Prashant Gupta. He is Professor and Faculty of Paramedical Sciences, Bareilly International University, Uttar Pradesh. Congratulations, Professor Gupta. The second Best Paper Award goes to Miss Aditi Athreya. She is Research Scholar at Chinmay Vishwavidyapith. Many congratulations, Aditi. The third Best Research Paper Award goes to Miss Laya Darshini. She is a student at Jain School of Allied Healthcare and Sciences. Congratulations, Laya. The present conference also felicitates some of the wonderful researchers with Research Ambassador Felicitations. The awardees are Dr. Forum Patel, representing Sardar Patel Education Campus, Vallabh Vidyanagar, Gujarat. Congratulations, Dr. Forum. D.R. Mahesh, Associate Professor, Arsha Institute of Management Studies. Congratulations, Maheshji. Dr. Roop Kanwal. She is Assistant Professor with City University, Punjab. Congratulations to Dr. Kanwal. The next is Santhanam B. Research Scholar, Heartfulness Institute. Congratulations, Dr. Kanupriya Sharma, Assistant Professor with Biani Girls College. Congratulations, Dr. Sharma. Dr. Dimple Ahir, Monarch University, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Congratulations, Dr. Dimple. The entire Vedant Knowledge Systems Private Limited congratulates all the awardees and all the participants who have exceptionally done well in terms of their researches and their contributions to the research ecosystem of India. Congratulations once again and many thanks, congratulations, wishes and regards to all the institutions whose stakeholders have won these awards, felicitations and recognitions for providing them the research-friendly environment to carry out the wonderful researches. Again, regards and congratulations to all. Thank you all. Let's move ahead and listen to this conference keynote address. It is a privilege and honor to introduce our esteemed speaker, Professor Dr. Shobhan Jeet, a distinguished academician, legal scholar and thought leader in higher education. Professor Shobhan Jeet is currently serving as a senior faculty member at K.R. Mangalam University, and she is also a founding faculty member of Department of Law at the Central University of Haryana, where she played a pivotal role in shaping academic structures and legal education frameworks. She holds a PhD in cyber law and UGC NET qualified professional. Dr. Jeet has made significant contributions to teaching, research and academic leadership. She has taught and mentored students at undergraduate, postgraduate and doctoral levels and has successfully guided more than 50 postgraduate dissertations, reflecting her deep commitment to academic mentoring and scholarly excellence. Being a prolific scholar, she has edited and authored several books, published many research papers at international level in indexed journals, and contributed into the research ecosystem of India. With her extensive academic experience, interdisciplinary outlook, and dedication to education as a transformative force, Professor Dr. Shobhan Jeet brings valuable perspectives to this conference. Let us invite Professor Jeet to talk to us.
Namaskar. Distinguished dignitaries, respected colleagues, and dear participants. It is indeed a privilege to address this august gathering at a conference that is so thoughtfully anchored to the national vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. A vision that goes far beyond economic growth and infrastructure development and aspires to build a knowledge-driven, inclusive, innovative, sustainable, and ethically grounded India by century of our independence. So, really, congratulations to Vedant Knowledge System for taking this initiative. While coming to today's session, Gurukul to Global, Educating India for 2047 focuses on how education can become the central catalyst in realizing the national vision of Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047. Rooted in the holistic and value-based learning traditions from Gurukul system and guided by the transformative framework of National Education Policy 2020. Now, this complete discussion will explore how multidisciplinary education critical thinking, Indian knowledge systems, and lifelong learning can prepare future ready and ethically grounded citizens in India. It also highlights how education aligns with the Sustainable Development Goals, particularly Goal 4, which is talking about quality education, equity, innovation, sustainability, and global partnership. It demonstrates how India's demographic strength can be transferred into our strategic advantage. Through this Gurukul to global journey, education emerges not merely as a sector but as a national strategy for positioning India as a responsible global leader and a truly developed nation by century of its independence. Now, when we speak about achieving Viksit Bharat, one fundamental truth becomes immediately clear. No nation becomes developed merely through highways, smart cities, technology, or policy reforms alone. The real and enduring foundation of national transformation lies in education. Because education shapes not only skills but mindsets, not only careers but characters, not only individuals but the future trajectory of nation itself. India holds a unique advantage in this journey. Our civilizational experience has always viewed education as a holistic and life-oriented process. The Gurukul system was never just about the transformation of information. It was about nurturing values, discipline, inquiry, ethical reasoning, social responsibility, service to society. Education was deeply embedded in life, community, ethics, and purpose. Today, as India actively engages with the global knowledge economy, and we are facing few challenges. And our challenge is not to abandon this legacy, but reimagine that legacy. The transition from Gurukul to global represents precisely this reimagination, where ancient Indian vision and wisdom meets global standards, where multidisciplinary learning meets innovation, and where ethical grounding meets technological advancement. The National Education Policy 2020 provides the framework for this type of transformation. By emphasizing holistic and multidisciplinary education, critical thinking, Indian knowledge systems, global engagement, lifelong learning, NEP 2020 positions education as the primary driver of human capital development for Viksit Bharat. It prepares a learner not only to compete globally but to contribute responsibly to society and nation building. Now, in this context, education becomes a strategic national instrument capable of translating India's civilizational strengths into global leadership, economic resilience, social cohesion, and sustainable development. It is through this Gurukul to global pathway that India can achieve the deeper promise of Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047. And as India moves towards this holistic milestone, it is this integration of values with innovation, tradition with modernity, and national purpose with global responsibility that will define not just our development but our leadership in the world. At the same time, as we celebrate the strength of our ancient education systems, it is also important to acknowledge that this civilizational continuity did not remain uninterrupted. With the onset of colonial rule, India's education system experienced a fundamental shift in purpose and orientation. Education gradually moved away from holistic human development towards administrative efficiency, examination driven learning, and degree centric outcomes. Indigenous knowledge systems were marginalized, and learning became increasingly detached from ethics, creativity, and social responsibility. This historical disruption was not merely philosophical, it had real and long lasting consequences. Education began producing skilled individuals, but often without a strong grounding in cultural identity, ethical judgment, or national development priorities. Learners were trained to memorize rather than to inquire, to comply rather than to innovate. Even after independence, India inherited this fragmented structure. While institutions such as IITs, IIMs, they played a crucial role in building technical and managerial skills, managerial excellence. The broader education ecosystem continued to struggle with rigid curricula, disciplinary silos, and limited flexibility. Now, recognizing these type of limitations, now we see NEP 2020 represent not just reform but reorientation. The policy consciously seeks to correct historical discontinuities, reconnect education with its foundational purpose, human development. It moves decisively away from rote learning towards critical thinking, creativity, experiential learning, ethics, and lifelong learning, which is aligning education with the broader vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. When we speak of the transition from Gurukul to global, it becomes evident that NEP 2020 does not treat education merely as a pathway to employment. It positions education as foundation of knowledge society and a knowledge economy. Many of its core principles like flexibility, flexible learning pathways, multidisciplinary education, competency-based assessment, vocational integration, mirror what Gurukul tradition practiced intuitively. Learning becomes personalized, integrated, relevant, and lifelong. This structural reform is essential because the world of work is changing rapidly. India cannot become a developed nation if its education system produces graduates who are strong in theory but weak in application, or skilled in narrow domains but unable to adapt. NEP 2020 enables learners to combine sciences, humanities, arts, technology, entrepreneurship, and vocational skills, creating exactly the kind of integrated competence required for modern economies. And undoubtedly, this type of approach is not only going to help in making India, Bharat, as a Viksit Bharat by 2047, but it also strengthens quality education, Sustainable Development Goal 4, decent work and economic growth, Sustainable Development Goal 8, and as a future-ready workforce, which will become the engine of national development. Of course, undoubtedly, technology always plays a crucial enabling role in this transformation. Now, NEP 2020 recognizes digital public infrastructure as a strategic tool. How? It has become a strategic tool for access, equity, and quality, particularly in a country as diverse as India. Initiatives such as National Digital Education Architecture, online learning platforms, open educational resources ensure that education reaches every learner, regardless of geography or socioeconomic background. This is vital for Viksit Bharat because development cannot be selective. Yet NEP 2020 also makes an important and mature policy statement. Technology must remain a means, not an end. Education is fundamentally human. Mentorship, ethical guidance, emotional intelligence, and social learning can never be replaced by the digital platforms. Blended learning models where technology supports self-learning and classroom remains spaces for dialogue and mentoring. This offers the most effective path forward. Another defining dimension of Gurukul to global is global citizenship rooted in Indian ethos. NEP 2020 promotes internationalization through partnership, joint research, faculty exchange, and student mobility. It recognizing that national prosperity is deeply linked to global engagement. But at the same time, it anchors global learning in the philosophy of Vasudeva Kutumbakam, the belief that the world is one family. This ethical worldview prepares learners to contribute to global solutions with cooperation rather than conflict. And again, it is not only going to strengthen the ideology of Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047, but also contributing to achieving and attaining Sustainable Development Goal 16 and Sustainable Development Goal 17. Broadly, both of them are talking about peaceful society and global partnership. Now, when we reflect on Viksit Bharat at the rate 2047, in broader way, we realize that it is not merely an economic target. Of course, it is. But it's comprehensive national mission. This is comprehensive national mission encompassing social equity, environmental sustainability, ethical governance, institutional integrity, and human well-being. And education is the only instrument that consistently touches all these dimensions. And NEP 2020 again explicitly links education with innovative ecosystems, entrepreneurship, research capacity, and community engagement. This ensure that universities becomes centers of knowledge production rather than knowledge consumption. Sustainability too lies at the heart of this vision. Development that ignores environmental limits or social inclusion cannot endure. NEP 2020 encourages sustainability not as a separate subject but as a guiding perspective across curricula, campus research, and outreach. Universities acting as living laboratories through renewable energy adoption, waste management, water conservation, community partnership, and also demonstrate how education create measurable sustainable impact aligned with Sustainable Development Goal 12, which is talking about responsible consumption, and Sustainable Development Goal 13, which is talking about climate action. Now, all these transformations are not at all possible without mentor, guide, or teacher. Much like the Gurukul system, NEP 2020 places teachers at the center as a nation builders. Empowered teachers supported through professional development, dignity are essential for nurturing creativity, ethics, critical thinking. Investing in teachers directly going to strengthen quality education, Sustainable Development Goal 4, and build institutional capacity for national transformation. Finally, higher education institutions emerging as critical actors in Viksit Bharat mission. Why higher education? Because the youth who is future of nation is there in higher education. When universities combine teaching with research, innovation, policy engagement, and community impact, this strengthens India's global credibility and national resilience. Universities addressing climate resilience, public health, legal literacy, gender equity, digital inclusion. These are not merely educating students. They are not merely educating students. They are shaping India's development outcomes. Now, as I conclude, the most important message is this. The journey from Gurukul to global is not a contradiction. It is a continuum. India's educational philosophy has always been holistic, inclusive, and future-oriented. NEP 2020 provides the policy framework to revitalize this philosophy and align it with global realities and sustainability representatives. As India moves towards Viksit Bharat at the rate for 2047, education must remain the central force driving economic strength, social harmony, ethical governance, and global leadership. A nation that educates holistically does not merely develop, it leads, and by integrating ancient wisdom with modern innovation, national priorities with global responsibilities, India can emerge not only as a developed nation by 2047, but as a guiding force in shaping a sustainable and equitable global future. ऐसे ही विकसित भारत की आशा से नमस्कार और धन्यवाद.
The address offers reflective insights into the role of education in societal transformation academic excellence and national development. Emphasizing learner-centric approaches and ethical scholarship, the address complements the conference core theme of holistic and inclusive education. Vedant Knowledge Systems expresses gratitude to Professor Dr. Shobhan Jeet for sharing valuable perspective that enrich the conference discourse and inspire renewed academic commitment. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you. In this conference, the participants' presentation segment showcases diverse research contributions across disciplines, reflecting conference multidisciplinary character. These presentations embody the spirit of scholarly inquiry, innovation, and collaboration, offering fresh perspectives aligned with the conference theme. The other side of coin. Session chairs provide constructive feedback on presentations, highlighting research strengths, methodological rigor, and areas for future improvement. This academic mentoring process reinforces quality scholarship and encourages researchers to refine their work for greater impact. The Vedant Knowledge Systems Private Limited is really grateful and thankful to Mahamahim Acharya Devvrat ji, Pujya Swami Parmatmanand Saraswati ji, Professor Sushant Singh ji, Professor Shobhan Jeet ji, Professor Vandana Pusalkar ji, esteemed session chair experts, Dr. Sunil Kumar from Mizoram University, Dr. Anubhav Kumar Prasad, United Institute of Technology, Dr. Ranjana Yadav, Magad Mahila College, Professor Parul Yadav, Amity University of Haryana, Dr. Sanjay Kumar Ingale, Dr. A.D. Sinde Institute of Technology, Dr. Manmohan Singh, Galgotias University, Dr. Madhu from Dayanand Sagar College of Engineering, Mrs. Seema Dhande, Dr. Munje Institute of Management and Computer Sciences, Dr. Archana J.R. from RNS Institute of Technology, Ria Jacob from Jyoti Engineering College of Thrissur, Dr. Darshana Desai, Indira College of Engineering and Management, Dr. Aparna Dattatre Pathak from Dr. Vishwanath Karad MIT World Peace University, Dr. Reshma Ghorpade from Ellen Willinger Institute of Management and Research, Dr. Raja Kumar Parbatina, Dr. Raja Kumar of Institute of Biosciences and Technology, MGM University, Miss Kajol from Lovely Professional University, Dr. Raj Rajeshwari Katta, Sri Sivani College of Pharmacy, Dr. Anil Kumar, Srinivas Ramanujan Institute of Technology, Dr. Kamal Sharma, Center of Excellence, School of Law, Gujarat University, Dr. Ashish Jaiswal, GLA University, Dr. Digvijay Singh Jadeja, Christ College, Dr. Arya Sharma, BIUSM, Dr. Priyadarshini Misra, Abhinav Bindra Sports Medicine and Research Institute, Dr. Natwa Patel, Srimati B.K. Mehta IT Center, VCA College, Dr. Lopa Mudra Hota, Birla Institute of Technology, Dr. Preeti Chaudhary, University of Rajasthan, Dr. Prasant Kumar, Amity University, Patna Campus, Dr. Minakshi Kumari, PES University, Dr. Manish Kumar Jaisal, ITM University, Dr. Subirthana Maharaja, Madras Christian College, Dr. K.V. Shalini from Avinashi Lingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Miss Aswini B. Nair, Madras School of Social Work, Dr. Priyanka Mishra, from KIIT School of Architecture and Planning, KIIT deemed to be University. Dr. Gautam Arora, Virar Homeopathic Medical College. Dr. Praveen Kumar from Deshbhagat University. Dr. Rushi Joshi from Indian Institute of Teacher Education. Dr. Mohit Giri Goswami from Sardar Patel University. Dr. Tulika Bora from Assam Agricultural University. Dr. Mehul Dave, IIT Gandhinagar. Dr. Sanjay Sharma, Monarch University. Mr. Pratish Kanojia, Buddh Institute of Technology. Ravi Tag from Atmiya University. Dr. Munmi Bora from Assam Agriculture University. All respected participants and all direct, indirect contributors in this journey, we thank you all for everything. The conference concludes with a comprehensive vote of thanks to all guests, dignitaries, speakers, session chair experts, participants, reviewers, organizing committee members, and media partners. Vedant Knowledge Systems acknowledges the collective effort that made the conference a meaningful academic endeavor and its commitment to continuing this journey toward educational transformation and the mission of Viksit Bharat by 2047. Now we are moving towards technical sessions. Paper presentation and feedback of expert session chairs will be available as per the schedule. Thank you all. Have a great time ahead. Namaste. Thank you.